Hello, my name's Professor Andy White and I'm the head of the Department of Mathematics. Welcome to this Offerholders Day presentation. So, my guess is that the people listening to this presentation will fall into different categories. Some of you will know that you want to take a maths degree. For some, it will be one of the choices that you would like, and for others, you just want to find out a little bit more about what a maths degree can offer. So what I hope to tell you is why maths is a good subject to study at university, and of course, why you might want to study mathematics at Heriot-Watt University. Okay, so if you study maths here at Heriot-Watt, you will study modern mathematics. This includes mathematical theory and tools that underpins advances in science, in engineering and in finance. Maths will provide you with a way of thinking about things that's clear and logical and explanatory, and it will give you the necessary tools to solve a wide range of problems. And importantly, the mathematical knowledge that you will learn is secure. It will provide solutions that can be trusted, and that's important in this modern world. So let's have a look at some specific examples of modern mathematics. Okay, well, I'm assuming everyone listening has heard of Google. Most people use it. Most people will have used it today. Well, Google started out as a search engine. It became the dominant search engine because it was better than its competitors. And it was better than its competitors because it had the best mathematics. The mathematics Google uses is to calculate the eigenvalue of the PageRank matrix. And it uses that to order its results. Its result orders were good, so people liked it, so more people used it. So it was the mathematics that made it popular and led to its domination as we now see it in the modern world. Now you'll learn some of that mathematics on a maths degree at Heriot-Watt. You'll learn about eigenvalues in linear algebra and handling large data sets in numerical analysis. Now if you did look at Google today, you probably did so on your smartphone. These devices are so good because they're crammed full of mathematics. The circuit, the screens, the way images and music is stored, all uses mathematics. You may even use your smartphone to make a phone call. And if you do, then the way your voice is digitized also uses mathematics. And you'll learn some of these techniques again on our courses in discrete mathematics and in optimization. Okay, so the last thing we'll look at is about mathematical modelling. Many of today's most pressing issues, from climate change to tackling COVID-19, require mathematical models. To understand these issues and provide solutions will require mathematics, and we will teach you the modelling techniques that help you solve problems for a range of subjects. I was recently contacted by one of our former students who now works for Ernst & Young. He said that the modelling methods he'd learned at Heriot-Watt were being used in his job, and he also asked if we could advertise positions at Ernst & Young to our graduates and to our students because they really want students with mathematical modelling skills. And the degree at Heriot-Watt will give you that. Okay, so that's a bit about modern mathematics, a bit of general discussion about the subject. So why might you want to study mathematics? Well, I imagine it's a subject you're good at and therefore successful at, and therefore you enjoy it. But hopefully it's also a subject you want to know more about. You need to want to know how to think logically, how to formulate problems, and how to solve them. And we'll teach you that on our maths degrees. As well as that, you'll learn and develop IT and programming skills, and importantly, how to communicate mathematics to both a specialist and a general audience. The people in charge of companies are not all mathematicians, and so you'll need to be able to explain the importance of your techniques and results to a non-mathematician. Okay, so that's why you might want to study mathematics. Why might you want to study it at Heriot-Watt University? Well, you'll join a highly rated department for teaching and research. And so here's a little bit of evidence that underlies that. Now, we spend about half of our time as academic staff doing research. That's inventing new mathematics and new techniques. And we're good at it at Heriot-Watt. We were ranked 13th in the UK for our research in the last research assessment exercise. We spend about the other half of our time teaching, and we're also good at that. We consistently rank in the top 10 in teaching surveys, and in particular, we have consistently ranked high in the National Student Survey, which is the independent survey of all students at all universities in the UK. Now, the Times University Guide also gives some information about initial salaries of our graduates. Heriot-Watt as a university performs well, but maths graduates typically command a higher than average initial salary. So it's a degree that can lead to good jobs with good salaries. It's the sort of degree which opens up opportunities. Its broad-ranging problem-solving skills are important in all sorts of work, and therefore it's a good degree to take for future employability. Okay, that's a bit about what mathematics is and why you might want to study it. Let me talk a little bit more about the range of degrees we offer at Heriot-Watt. So we offer BSc and MMath degrees in mathematics, and these are still our most popular degree programs. We also offer degrees where you can study mathematics with a different topic. This can be mathematics with physics, with computer science, with a European language, statistics, finance, or you can combine that with finance with an industrial diploma. Now, if you're taking one of our Maths With degrees, you'll spend 75% of your time learning mathematics, and you'll be taught all the core mathematics by the maths department, and you'll spend 25% studying your specialist topic, and you'll be taught by the expert in that area. Now, the maths department also shares a building with the actuarial maths and statistics department, and this means we're able to offer what's not very imaginatively known as the mathematical, statistical and actuarial sciences degree. This is also a very popular degree. It combines a program where you can choose to do lots of mathematics content, or you can choose to do lots of the statistics and actuarial science content. You can pick and choose as you go through the years, particularly in later years. So if you think you might want to be an actuary, but you're not sure, this is a good degree to choose, because you can vary the amount of actuarial science or mathematics as you progress. You can still pick up all the actuarial exemptions on this degree program. And as you've seen, the Maths with Finance degree and the Maths, Stats and Actuarial Science degree can also be taken where you spend your 4th year in industry, then come back and complete your studies in year 5, and then you get your maths degree, your honours degree, and a diploma in industrial training. Some of our degrees also offer the opportunity to study at one of our overseas campuses, in Malaysia in particular. And from next year, we have a new degree that we'll be offering. And that's the degree in data science. This is a joint initiative between the mathematics department, the computer science department, and people in the actuarial maths and statistics department. We combine all our expertise to offer this joint degree. And it will provide the much sought after skills in numeracy, data analysis, machine learning and artificial intelligence, for which there's currently a real high demand in the global tech industry. Now, what I should say is, if you're interested in doing one of our specialist degrees, then it makes sense to start on that degree. If you say wanted to do the Maths with Finance degree, then it makes sense to start on the Maths with Finance degree. And if later you decide you would rather focus just on mathematics, it's very easy to change from the specialist degree to the mathematics degree. It's difficult to change in the other direction because you miss the specialist instruction early on and therefore you don't have the prerequisites to pick it up later. Okay, that's the degree programs we offer. I thought next I'd talk a little bit more detail about what our degree programs look like in terms of course choice. So if you chose to come to Heriot-Watt and study mathematics in year 1, this would be your course choice. There are 3 compulsory courses each semester. They're the ones in the white boxes, and 1 choice where you can choose to do a mathematics course or an elective course, or where you will do your specialist course if you're on one of our Maths with degrees. Okay. So in each semester there are 4 courses. Now within the first year there are traditional maths courses where you'll develop the key skills in algebra and in calculus required for a maths degree. But at Heriot-Watt we also recognise that it's a big transition to go from school to university. From being told what to do on a regular basis to becoming independent in the way you work and learn. And so we have specifically designed courses to help you make this transition. One of these courses is the Introduction to University Maths course. It's taught by our Year 1 coordinator. It offers some history of mathematics and some key concepts in algebra, but also teaches you how to study and learn mathematics, and therefore how to make this transition to becoming an independent learner. The other course you'll see there is problem solving. This asks, how do you set about solving a problem you've never seen before? Learning this skill is vitally important for your future career. You really need to be able to solve problems that you're given and use your mathematical and logical thinking to help you do that. Okay, if we look at the Year 2 course studies on offer, you'll see we continue to develop your mathematical skills, but there's also this course Mathematical Workshop, which really focuses on making sure you can read, write and communicate technical ideas in mathematics to both a mathematical and non-mathematical audience. So again, we're helping generate these skills in problem solving and explaining solutions to problems. In Year 3, we offer further advanced courses in mathematics, but we also offer a course called Project Preparation and Skills. Now this teaches you how to produce reports and prepare for your dissertation in the final year, but also part of the course is taught by our careers service. They teach you how to prepare CVs, they teach you interview techniques, mock interviews, video interviews, how to do psychometric tests. It's all embedded within this course, so you get good training in these aspects. And it's important to get trained in these aspects in Year 3, because at the start of Year 4 is when the graduate job market opens, and we want to make sure our students are prepared and ready for that graduate job market. So the career service teaches within our course structure to make sure you get that training. And then in year 4, you can see we have some more specialist courses which more closely align with our own research interests. For instance, I teach the Mathematical Biology A course. This focuses on modelling ecological systems and infectious disease modelling. So in that course, I'll teach you how to calculate the now famous R number of a disease. Until recently, hardly anyone knew what the R number for a disease was. Now most of the world is aware that you need an R number smaller than 1 for a disease to decrease and to be eradicated. Okay, that gives you a bit of a highlight of the types of courses we also offer on our degree programs. So I'm going to finish by just giving you a summary of why you might want to study mathematics at Heriot-Watt. Well, you can, if you wish, study only mathematics for all 4 years of the degree programme. That's not the case in other universities where you might start off really as a science graduate and only focus more on the mathematical subjects in later years. On our degree, you start as a maths student, you feel a close affinity to the maths department and to your other fellow maths students. You can choose just maths courses, although you can, if you wish, also diversify for a quarter of your degree and choose some elective courses or take one of our Maths With degrees. Also on our degree programmes, we recognise that the transition from school to university is difficult and have embedded special courses to help you make that transition. Further to that, all students on our degree programmes are assigned a personal tutor who's a member of academic staff who will be their first point of contact should they have any issues at any time during their studies at Heriot-Watt. As a university, we're a leading university in applying mathematics to solve real-world problems, and this expertise shapes our teaching and is embedded within some of our courses. Further to that, we want you to be successful when you finish your studies. And so we include career skills within our mathematical courses so you're competitive in the job market when you finish your studies. We help support students by having what's called the Maths Gym, which is a centre dedicated for all students at Heriot-Watt University where they can get help in mathematics. So the Maths Gym is a drop-in centre or where you can make appointments to receive tuition in areas of mathematics that you're finding difficult. We also encourage our own students to form the Maths Cafe. This is where students meet and do peer learning, they help each other, and also students in later years help students in earlier years. So there's plenty of support mechanisms to help our students throughout their studies. Now, if you haven't made it to Heriot-Watt University campus, that's a shame. It's a really nice campus on an old manor estate with lots of beautiful trees and greenery around. It's just on the boundary of the beautiful city of Edinburgh. It's very easy to get from the campus into Edinburgh and vice versa. The bus service is phenomenal. There are buses pretty much every 5 minutes throughout the day and a night bus service that runs throughout the night. And Edinburgh is really an excellent, safe city to be in. Lots of activities, great to be a student, but it's also the capital of Scotland, and therefore you get all of the sorts of things that you would expect a capital city to offer. And finally, and the thing I think is most important, that the Department of Maths at Heriot-Watt is a very friendly department. We really care about our students' learning, we care about their well-being, we like to think we're a really approachable bunch of staff, and therefore our students can talk to us, ask us about the mathematics that they're studying, and we can help guide them through their studies and then see them off in successful careers. I think this friendliness and approachability translates into our excellent ratings that we get for our teaching. And so finally, the decision about where you study will be down to you. Many established universities will offer a good maths degree. We offer a good maths degree too. I think where we really differ is in our focus on the transition from school to university, our focus on solving real problems, our focus on communicating mathematics, and our focus on embedding careers into our studies so you can secure the job you want. Well, I hope I've given you some good reasons to consider studying mathematics at Heriot-Watt. Thank you very much for listening. I really appreciate it. If you have any further questions, then please contact the Heriot-Watt admissions team, and the Study With Us email at Heriot-Watt will get you through to someone who will be able to help answer any other questions you might have. Okay, thanks for listening. Goodbye.